Hello there, and welcome back to the Endless Kingdom. I'm your anonymous host, and today on a not-so-critical review, we're going to be doing another follow-up review with the second season of Disney's currently airing popular series, The Owl House. Now, for those of you who haven't watched my last review, The Owl House is a horror-themed fantasy adventure series revolving around the character of Luz Noceda, a young, imaginative 14-year-old girl who dreams of fantasy, adventure, magical quests, and everything else in between. Luz winds up in the Boiling Isles, an island informed of a decomposing titan and in the demon realm, and stays under the care of the cursed witch Ida the Owl Lady, and Ida's friend/adoptive son King, who gradually turns into a surrogate brother for Luz. The show is based around the misadventures Luz has in the Boiling Isles, as with Ida, King, and her friends, Willow, Gus, and Amity, all of which get the chance to shine greatly in this season. While they did have moments in the first season, the second is where things really picked up steam for the characters. Though Luz herself is going through a bit of a turmoil. At the end of season 1, she destroyed the portal back to Earth. So, as a background plot to the second season, she tries to make a new one, with if limited to no success. As for why she destroyed the portal to Earth, well, it was to stop or at least delay the plans of the series' main antagonist, who I alluded to in my last review, Emperor Belos, a near-mad and tyrannical dictator who rules the Isles with the iron-fisted Coven system, which one in the Isles must join or else face persecution and execution. Not always in that order. Emperor Belos is quite the interesting character. Comes off as the soft-spoken type. Rarely raises his voice, and/or visibly gets angry unless the subject of wild magic is brought up, which he hates with a burning passion. Emperor Belos is just oozes creepy out of him, especially considering the first time we saw him, he absorbed the magical essence of a talisman staff. Special items as practically every witch in the Boiling Isles has. It is Belos' machinations that turn Ida's sister Lilith from antagonist to supporting character and main ally. This causes Lilith a bit of an identity crisis, which thankfully she manages to get through relatively quickly, to the point where we see more of her character, beyond the serious law-abiding in which we saw in the first season. Lilith gets several moments to shine throughout the season, through some adventures and bonding moments with Luz, and Hooty, the house demon who protects Ida's home. Extremely unstable fella, especially when he's bored and has no friends to talk to. Speaking of friends, back to Luz's friends with Willow, who started the series, though sweet and fierce when anchored, rather timid due to all the bullying she received. Partly because she was forced to study a magic she had no skill in at all. But now that she is studying her preferred plant magic, Willow has become much more confident, to the point where by the end of the season, her timid traits have all but disappeared. Then there's Gus, who was seen at the tip of puberty, which is shown through him growing into his own. Gus is a prodigy at illusion magic, and that is given much more spotlight than it was in the first season. Though he is at times a bit unsure if his skills will amount to anything. Finally, there's Amity, who for all intents and purposes has let go of the mean girl personality she had during her introduction, and still as determined and studious as ever, but far kinder with everyone around her, especially Luz, who, who in one of the Owl House's greatest groundbreaking moments, started dating Amity. Legitimately. Happened halfway through the season instead of the usual save for the tail end of the season. And quite, it's something to see. And very well done, with all the awkwardness and growing pains one would expect with a fresh teenage relationship. But at the same time, you can tell the feelings are there in abundance. And it helps both characters to grow. For Luz, the relationship is a way to gain encouragement through tough times, which she has several throughout the season. And for Amity, it helps her get away from some of the negative traits her parents, mostly her mother Dahlia, instilled. And thanks to her friendlier relationships with Luz and Co., Amity is shown to grow greatly as a person throughout the season. It's one of the things the Owl House does rather well. All throughout the series, be it Luz, Ida, King, Amity, any of the main cast really, everyone grows in some way or form. They're all a bit different from when we first saw them. That is especially true with the last addition to the main cast, Hunter, the Golden Guard, right-hand man of Belos, who is often abused. Starts out as nothing more than a near-mindless yet quirky lackey, who eventually grows to see the flaws in his life and move away from Belos, thanks to his interactions with Luz and especially Willow. And many twists and turns and conflicts all throughout the season. Thanks for the characters to go through and overcome. All of them relating to Belos' plans known only as the Day of Unity, which serves as the mystery element for the season. That mystery leads to some pretty intense conflict. Conflict which the protagonists have to use everything they've learned throughout the series to overcome. And conflict which leads directly into Season 3. But throughout it all, the second season of the Owl House has all the adventure, intrigue, romance, and magical action the series is known for. And all in a fun 21-episode package that you'll easily be able to get hours of entertainment of varying kinds out there. All through the lens of horror imagery, which frankly gets more inspiring than creepy as the show goes on. But, as I always say, I'm not here to tell you if the show is good or bad. I'm here to state my opinion and throw it let you decide if the second season of The Owl House is something you'd like to watch. So, if you think either season of The Owl House strikes your fancy, you can find it currently airing on Disney's TV channels, as well as for easy streaming on Disney+, where the entire series, save for the recently aired third season premiere, is currently available. And if you enjoyed this not-so-critical review, you can like the video, leave a comment, and share it around, subscribe if you haven't, and click the notification bell to stay up to date on all future reviews on this channel. And until the next not-so-critical review, I've been your anonymous host, The Endless Kingdom, and I wish you all a good day.